The time is 5 o'clock on this Tuesday evening, March 2nd, 2021. And the Recmont News of Mountain. This is the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news for Tuesday evening, March 2nd, 2021. It's 5 o'clock in the Dalton temperatures. 29 degrees. Top stories on the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news for a Tuesday is Governor Greg Abbott and statewide mask mandate moves to open Texas 100%. And President Biden expecting enough vaccine for all U.S. adults by the end of May. And President is also pushing school staff to be vaccinated immediately as Biden wants one shot given to essential workers by the end of March. "15 people dead, 12 hospitalized after SUV crashes with a semi-truck in Imperial County." FBI Director Wade said Capitol riot could have been inspired international terrorists. Florida DeSantis faces criticism over COVID-19 vaccination in clinics and upscale communities. Justice seeks middle ground in voting rights fight. McKinney said Capitol insurrection spoiled plans for a farewell press conference. CDC drug guidance for vaccination. Americans call for small steps towards a normal life. Only one George Floyd member at a time in Loudoun shopping trial, George reveals. Senator Martin Heinrich to introduce plan for Puerto Rico statehood. Janet Steen says Cuomo brothers joke in CNN and interviews popular to speak out grief turned to rage. 11 Senate Democrats push Biden to include recurring checks, jobs aid in the next big bill. Alexei Navalny poison of Biden White House sanctions Russia. Philippines report the first case of a COVID-19 South African variant. Indonesians met Sinabog eruption blasts hot ash kilometers in the sky. So 79 Nigerian schoolgirls released days after a raid on boarding school, officials said. Winston Churchill painting breaks previous action record 4 times over. Report U.S.-South Korea begin crisis management training. North Korea highlights reforestation drive on tree planting day. Volvo announced on Tuesday that all new vehicles will be fully electric and sold exclusively online by the end of the decade. South Korea's main opposition politicians are calling for the enactment of a North Korean Human Rights Act. The Biden administration imposed its first sanctions against Russia on Tuesday for the poison and detention of prominent Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny. Looking at stocks, Dow down 143.99 at 31,391.52. SP 500 down 51.53 at 3070.29. And Nasdaq down 230.04 at 13,358.79. Nike executive resigns over possible ties to sneaker resale business. Target stock falls as massive investment is speed up online shift after earnings beat. Sport Radar reaches deal to quote public via SPAC. And 2022 Volvo C40 recharges an electric crossover coupe that will only be sold online. New CDC guidelines will reportedly tell vaccinated Americans it's safe to do government in small groups. As Ebola spreads in Africa, CDC requires airlines to collect contact information on travelers from DRC and Guinea. Mammograms pick up swollen due to the COVID-19 vaccine causing unnecessary fear, radiologist said. 87 and more COVID-19 cases, 9 deaths, over 20,000 vaccinations reported Tuesday in Utah. Rare Australian weed discovered after nearly a century, and NASA's latest Mars rover has the same process that had back in 1998. Now, take a look at the local scene. Powerful wind gusts toppled trees, knocked out electrical service in some outer area communities. Foxborough Trooper stationed at the Foxborough Barracks jumped in the action over the weekend helping deliver a baby girl after he was flagged down Interstate 95 in Canton. February was a busy month for ice rescues. Game Changers Buckton Vaccine Clinic opens. No injuries reported after large Quincy house fire. National Grid talks power problems in Quincy. And now, sports time at 5:04. J.J. Watt, the Cardinals, the daughter of franchise legend, gives lessons as team untries his number 99 jersey for their famed trainer. A bit top dead horse sparked that way leading the man in Britain. And San Francisco 49ers BHC to release Alex Smith should 49ers be interested. And tonight, Boston Celtics squared off against the LA Clippers down in the Garden. Game time 7:30 p.m. And take a look at the highways and byways of New Peter Chill News Time, 5:05. Time now for Peter Chill Trend to check on this Tuesday evening. Beep! MBTA subway system looking good. Can be a rail Fishbowl line train 1407, 426 p.m. from Littleton to Route 485 is operating 5-10 minutes basket between Littleton and Route 485. But Rochester to the speed restriction caused by truck work. And Spring Line train 1712, 4:40 p.m. from Fort Park 495 is part of Fort Park. It is 10-15 minutes beyond schedule to do with a single issue delay in the outbound train. And Thursday out, looking good. '91 southbound side, a little bit slow before the Hartford area. '95 southbound so after 128 Canton down to Pond Street at Norwood. 128 a little bit slow around the Dedham stretch. 300 southbound side, low slow 18 at Weymouth, and 7 Expressway southbound so between the Pike down at Dorchester area and Central Western Mass Highways out. Looking good, Merritt Parkway eastbound so between Fairfield and Bridgeport. 95 southbound so between Bridgeport and Norwalk, and 95 northbound so at the Semford Connecticut stretch and up northern New England. Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine highways out. Looking good. And now, shifting gears to the weather at 5:06. Standard period of dry weather expected by early next week after a brief moderation of temperatures Wednesday. Cold, mostly weather will return Thursday, considering the weekend, although not determining to the weather occurred today and tonight. Significant moderation in temperatures anticipated early next week. Ooh, could we see a spring fling? Strong low pressure over the Canadian Maritimes will continue to move further northeast tonight. This coupled with a loss of the radar hearing will allow the windy conditions to subside this evening. This is always to drop below wind bars expected, so will allow the wind advisory to expire on time. And otherwise, a very progressive pattern allows significant warm infections to occur lost tonight. While that will not be an issue, we realize that the service low temperatures will be held in teens of the low 20s. With much less wind than last night, some mid-high level cloudiness will have spread the region and response to the warm infection of loft, but it will remain dry. And take a look at national weather summary. Showers and thunderstorms are likely across the southeast part Wednesday morning, where fast and fun as possible. And gust winds and frigid wind chills are expected in the northeast tonight, along with snow in the Rockies and the northeast part Wednesday. And warm up and continues across central U.S. while northeast cools down. And low pressure system currently in the Gulf of Mexico, where there's rain and thunderstorms across much of the southeast part. Tomorrow morning before exiting the Atlantic, showers may linger across southern Florida during the day and tomorrow. Between 1 to 2 inches of rain expected for the region. Isolated amounts surpass 3 inches possible over parts of 7 South Carolina. And in the meantime, a system moving across 7 Ontario will journey snow for parts of the upstate New York and Vermont. A general area of 3 to 6 inches of snow is expected with a locally high amounts of possible. There is an elevated area of fire risk over parts of the central Pikes as the driver moves the region. Eventually, south to the western U.S. will experience above average temperatures on Wednesday, with parts of the northern plains sustained high temperatures peak between 20 and 30 degrees above average. A new low pressure system is forecasted to emerge over the southern California tomorrow, and this system will produce light rain across the southwest on Wednesday and snow over the central Rockies on Thursday before streaming over the southern plains on the Thursday night. Snow totals of the central southern Rockies should be between 3 to 6 inches. Some isolated areas seen in for the rain and thunderstorms may strip out in the end of the system on the central southern plains Thursday evening and Friday, and a couple system will arrive over the Pacific Northwest on Thursday night. Another elaborate fire weather areas in affected parts of the desert southwest as winds and dry conditions increase on Wednesday. Then the northeast will cool down as the northern plains will remain above average as far as the high temperatures go on Thursday. All right, looking at forecast goes like this. Tonight, increased cloud and cold with a low 90 degrees, wet spot 6 to 14 mile an hour, gets high 31 mile an hour. And for Wednesday, the pick of the week, mostly sun sky is going to be Parkland when high 50 degrees and a low 27. Southwest spot 8 to 10 mile an hour, gets high 23 mile an hour. And for Thursday, sun skies and a tad bit cool with a high 39, low 19 degrees. Northwest spot 8 to 30 mile an hour. And for Friday, sun skies about 34, low 21 degrees, and westward about 9 to 13 mile an hour. And for Saturday, sunny skies about 36, low 21 degrees, westward about 7 to 10 mile an hour. And for Sunday, sun skies about 37, low 22 degrees, northwest about 3 to 6 mile an hour. For Monday, sun skies about 42, low 30 degrees, light wind, northwest about 6 mile in the morning. And for Tuesday, most of the South about 54 degrees, plus about 5 to 8 mile an hour. Right now, Norton it's fair and 29 degrees. And that's giving it a bit of chill. 5 o'clock news for a Tuesday evening March 2nd, 2021. I'm Peter J. Wish. Hope you have a good evening, goodbye. Stay safe, be positive, be well. I will see you at 10 o'clock for a late night report. Hope you have a good evening.